Alright, you when I was here, trying again. This is what you call transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and even on comments that are in response to comments. I'm against deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning: if you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off, and go watch something else. Not like there's hate speech videos because there is no hate speech videos. It's speech hate. That's a different story. It's because you want people getting things wrong in the comment sections and me trying to change them out with bio versus biology, and they can teach off about that. Also, it's good to get vaccinated so they can fight against the spread of germs. If you get sick, well, vaccination is gonna help you get over that stuff quicker. Well, we did the same. Now, say for a fan art again. All right. You don't have to twist my arm. You don't have to do that. Yeah, go ball. Gotta keep your hands through. Watch out. It's homework and stuff. That's what I do. Okay, that's for a movie reference. Do you want the Zacta line? I don't understand that reference. Yeah, happy holidays, but yeah, we do not need a candy cane there. No, those girl in a swimsuit with like a human body does look really nice though. Well, yes. Well, yes. I do like, of course, seeing a good picture where someone is hugging someone else's butt. That's nice. Darwin is hugging Carrie's butt. Very nice. Yes, indeed. Let's continue on with this hate mail here. What was I talking about? Okay, we gotta go back. I'll be back to this one in a little second. Because the other one, for some reason, well, no, I accidentally clicked on my Power Director. What's it called? My Power Director is screen editor, and it's like let's update. So I was like, okay, whatever, let go ahead and update. So when I started updating the video, the video program I'm using right now, decided that was too much for it, so it stopped. So yeah, it crashed. So we're gonna try again. Go right here. But again, if you were, there's overlap what it's important to do, so we can do that too. So you can throw what is up. So we can do the same thing. I said, if you were meant to present as male, then you would have been born with testicles. You are right that both men and women can lie about their biological sex, though, and you are. You are an example to others because girls say I'm not an example to others. Not at all. No one follows my example. I'm putting it out all over the place on websites for others to see and be like, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that'll work for me. Watch this. Yeah, you are an example to others. Whenever you say, I feel better because I present this way, there'll be people that will say, maybe that could work for me. And that is wrong. And girls trying to rationalize saying, unfortunately, there's no one who's this that can control that. So, and I make it very clear that I had dysphoria, but that most people don't, according to the lies I was told. I don't encourage any those people to take any medical steps. In fact, you can't. And of course, all the stuff I do. If people could get diagnosed as dysphoric by some quack doctor and then start to lie about their biological sex, and they say that makes them feel better. And as for control, we all have to learn how to do it without lying. Next. Nico says, wow, well, you said that for the 5 billionth time. I realize that I don't care because I'm doing things wrong in life. And I agree, God makes no mistakes because he isn't real, according to lies I was told. I say, what people do, like lying about their biological sex to trick people into treating them like they want to. Next. Now, the person is like, the quack doctor is in question, went to medical school. It doesn't matter. He has taken an oath never to harm a patient, only to help, but then he does that. No, that's harm. Stop it. This quack doctor is required to take patients through an extremely long and tedious cycle that's just for show. And lots of people still can't transition because, sorry, too many patients. Freaking what? You actually need money to more referrals for HRT. Yeah, who cares? If you are to choose you fat for surgery, come back with your dangerously underweight. Yeah, don't do that. Even with a very similar system that doesn't exist, is very restrictive. Some patients' hearts are very broken. Exhibit A, the last part. You think we have it easy? Control. I just want to live. You have to learn how. And then I say, you have to learn how. Learn to. Without lying away radical sex. Will it be easy? No. But it's real life, non-transgender fantasy. That's like the issue with me. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Screw all that transitioning bullcrap because you're saying that you have to do all this nasty stuff to do it, which is also nasty. You're trying to do something that's nasty. You have to do more nasty stuff to do it. It's not usually not worth it. It's not worth it because then all that work will be done for nothing. And the girl keeps telling me there's like one girl who's saying I did all this stuff. I got basically I don't have there's boxes that are checked that show that I am a man now. I don't have female genitalia, external or internal. She still does. Just got it mutilated. I don't have female hormones in my body. Oh, yes, she does. But also pumped in male hormones. Artificially pumped them in there. So, yeah, injected them. So she looks more masculine, sounds more masculine, stuff like that. Still female. It's like, I changed my name, Sally to Jimmy, or whatever. That doesn't do any good. All that does is just, show you're lying. Stop lying about medical sex. And it just kept on going, I'm just like, yeah, no, all that work will be for nothing because lies will always be found out by truth. Always. And what I say here, sad but true. All DC fans, because someone said, well, Marvel's way better. Don't get me wrong, I like Marvel comics. I like DC comics as well. Watch this. I said, sad but true. All DC fan gets is Batman, Gotham Knight, Suicide Squad, old games, Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and all those shows on HBO Max and CW. So it's that Marvel really loves its fans so much. Marvel loves fans love Marvel perfectly balanced, like all things should be. Said someone else. Any DC fan knows they have the best animated universe. Any Marvel fan knows they have the most popular live action universe. They do. Yeah, because more rationalization was that. What else do we have? Got some time. More rationalization from this girl for more ovaries, lying, saying she's a boy, about her lifestyle. She says no one gets any privileges for being trans. Well, they don't call it privilege you get. Disguise and hide enough. The ignorant masters think you're the opposite sex and treat you that way, and therefore you are that's privilege. And you're like, yay, I fooled them all. Yay. Hopefully no one finds out. Don't look at all your soda constantly. Hopefully no one finds out. Bullcrap. Continue on. Next. I don't get privileges. No one gets privileges for being trans. No privileges. You got over this. This lie. You really care so deeply about what other people do with their lives that you could drown in your sorrow. And I don't have dysphoria juice. Or strangers don't ask my genitals juice. Or my identity seen in the medical media all the time juice. Who cares? That one. No one ever questions me juice. They're always going to question you. I don't have any to pay for health care I would get for free juice. Yeah, stop blaming my sex. You'll be fine. I don't have to come out juice. Don't come out. Or I have normal life expectancy juice. Yeah, you can do that. Work on that. My child doesn't cause you pain, Joe. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not going to always be the case. My child causes me pain, but this way it goes. He will consider me on purpose, juice. Tell the truth about your biological sex. Using the pronouns you were assigned at birth. That's misgendering. That's what misgendering is. It's you not getting what you want from people. You want people to call you what you want them to call you, even though it's a lie. And they're like, nope. That's misgendering. They're like, nope. We'll tell the truth. That's misgendering. That's what misgendering is. That's so sad. I will lose my job, Jude. I can't say that either. Everyone has to deal with that. I lost a job that was paid a good amount of money, but yeah, they said I was too slow. So, before I do for that, I got a new job that I do like in some ways better. So yeah, way it goes. Let's go. Not the butt of the joke juice. All right, I am. So I won't get kicked out of the house juice. So hopefully not. I'll never be banned from the military juice. Stop blaming my medical sex. You'll be fine. People treat me like a human juice. Sometimes people will not treat you as a human. Because it's going to happen. Because I should be the person out of juice. Yeah. Everyone has to deal with this stuff. I should be the person out of identity juice. No one thinks I'm doing drugs juice. The people are going to think of that. No one calls me a pedophile juice. People have called me that. Sorry, it doesn't work. No one calls me a rapist juice. People have called me that. Doesn't work. or I'm not forced to go to therapy in order to live out my life, Jews. Yeah, you have to learn how to deal with that stuff. Something like Michael sex. I'm not represented by harmful stereotypes. You're going to be represented by harmful stereotypes. People get things wrong. You'll think that other people look who look are different are something they may not be. So yeah, they're gonna get it wrong. So sorry. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with this stuff. Or any more villages that you have, according to lies I was told. I don't blame you for not realizing it though. It's hard not to realize. Hard to realize that people are actually struggling when you see them as lying. Well, obviously they're struggling. They're lying. Lying does not work for struggle. Lying causes more struggle. Doesn't work. Whiny infant. Well, they say lying, whiny infants. I don't care about their well-being, according to lies I was told. Well, not sure I can do that, juice. Guys, I have tasted some of those juices, and some you didn't mention, like the opposite ones. Splash in my face, part of life. Instead of lying about your biological sex, don't think you can trick people into treating you like you want. You have to learn that people treat you badly because of what biological sex you are, and they are wrong, not your body. So you have to deal with because that's how it goes. So you guys next time check me out on YouTube TV.